Hello everyone, I am going to make a presentation on Safety Instrumented System Application Program. It's a detailed requirements, and this video is being taken on behalf of instrumentationtools.com and automationcommunity.com. Kindly watch and subscribe. This application program is very vital for SysLogic solvers. Users has to follow a uniform approach based on the conditions set by the international safety approval agencies for successful Sys implementation. There are many standards governing the safety instrumented system implementation and maintenance, commissioning, decommissioning, etc. So all the Sys related logic solver developers need to undergo those requirements and then meet the rules set by the international agencies. As per the IEC 61511 standards, the application program of the Sys shall be in accordance with the application program safety requirements and all the requirements for all cell up to and including cell 3. This is all these application requirements are eligible up to cell 3. Sys application program detailed requirements. The safety instrumented system, sensor and file elements shall be clearly marked on the P&IDs and in the computer software documentation. Implementation of Sys design manual recommendations to meet this requirement, because piping and instrumentation diagram is a basic drawing for the understanding the plant and how is the piping is connected and what are the instruments available across the piping, and there could be some additional layout drawings, plant, plot view, everything. So the P&ID will have a clear idea for the operations and maintenance engineers for understanding the process. New or modified safety function programming shall be verified against its specification by application code review or simulation by emulator software wherever possible, assessment by an independent safety system coach, and validated by function tests prior to initial operations. All the programs can be simulated and tested before going in the real process operation. So this testing has to be vetted by a safety system expert, and that has to be tested. The complete functional test be tested before the system is being put into service, is being put into process. The safety requirement specifications and safety instrumented system or process meets the intent of this requirement. These two specific documentation which are related to the safety instrumented system for the respective plant governs the requirement. So that has to meet, application program development has to meet the requirements. So there are multiple additional requirements. We'll go through those items. First one is templates. Standard software functions are to be used wherever possible for safety system programming. Standard templates are available for common Sys functions on most certified systems. The safety interlock programming guide shall define file structure when implementing safety instrumented system. Multiple vendors has to follow an uniform approach to develop the standard blocks, function blocks, and timers, constants, etc. And that has to be reviewed and approved by the international agencies. So the template for different manufacturers on a similar same application should be identical for ease of traceability and maintenance requirements. Second one is security. Extreme care to be considered for safety application program code must provide protection against changes to sensor ranges, sensors being placed in manual, final control elements being placed into non-safe operation conditions, changes to the safety instrumented system, set points and delay timers, and SIF conditions being bypassed. So bypass, change of times, constants, etc. has to be minimized to much extent possible. Accessing application program. Assessments of new application program and safety program changes are required prior to implementation. Plant control engineers, safety system coaches who are not involved in the application program design and development to conduct assessments for safety application program. The safety system coach to complete the program review prior to startup of new or modified safety instrument system readiness to be put into service. Because whenever the program is developed by a particular engineer A, so that has to be reviewed and approved by another engineer like B and his supervisors or his manager, and as well as process safety system experts who are having thorough knowledge about this process. So they have to review it and approve it. Then only it can be implemented in the plant. This application program safety cycle requirements. Further, this application program development maintenance shall follow the SIS safety life cycle requirements as below, because the implementation, maintenance, etc. follow based on the safety life cycle. Application program development and architecture. Application program architecture to fulfill the specified requirements for application program safety. Review and evaluate the requirements placed on application program by the hardware architecture of the SIS. Specify the procedures for development of the application program. Application program development and the basic architecture has to be addressed and educated for the people who are all involved in those process. Application program design. Develop the application program design. Identify a suitable set of configuration, library management and simulation and test tools for the safety life cycle of the application program. So all the library which is inside the processor software has to be updated, and the simulation test tools for each type of program logic controllers for the safety instrumented system has to be updated. And there could be some test tools like emulator or simulator may be there, that has to be reviewed and approved during the design. SIS integration test. Integrate the application program onto the target logic solver, including interaction with a sample set of field devices and or the simulator. That's what. This is like uploading the program respective processor and then verify the healthiness of those processor by giving a simulation in the field for the input and selecting the right valve to operate and reviewing the output. This is one of the requirements to do an integration test when all the sensors, SIS logic solvers and final elements are placed in line. This is a sample program by the Siemens, by vendor Siemens. These are all the standard library blocks. So the user can call the library and then pull the respective block to add and create his own program. And this is another screen showing the diagnosis which can be used to troubleshoot any error, anything in that applications. So again, this is one sample ladder logic drawing. Here one pump is going to be operated using the ladder logic drawing. So these are all the different blocks being used in programming, and this represents the brackets. Two brackets represents the coil, and this two straight lines represents the contacts. This shows an open contact. This is normally open, we call, and these are all normally open contacts. Similarly, these are all normally open contacts. But whenever the system is in operation, that has to fulfill all the pre-requirements for the pump to run. So when all the pre-requirements for the pump to run is set, like it may have a lubrication for the bearings. The lubrication supplying oil tank should have adequate level, and there could be some cooling water for reducing the temperatures on the bearings, etc. So the cooling water temperature has to be within a operable limit. You cannot go to 60 degree, 80 degree and all, wherein the cooling cannot happen and the equipment bearings cannot get prevented. Like this, all these interlocks has to be satisfied for the pump to run. And this shows the small application program based on the ladder logic programming. This particular ladder logic is being used across many manufacturers. Only the type of implementation and the type of blocks may little bit differ from each manufacturer. However, all of them has to be approved as per the approval of the international agencies. Operation and maintenance team responsibilities on the SIS application programs. Operation shall have access to details about what instrumentation is involved in the safety programming. Control engineers need proper design documentation to ensure that safety functions are not compromised during the program maintenance, because they will have to follow a documentation. Otherwise, the maintenance engineer may not know what is the application program developed, what is the logic built inside the application program and all. So they have to have a quite adequate knowledge to work on the particular safety instrumented system logic solvers. Maintenance personnel need to know that the instruments that they are working on is a SIS instrument in which the application program is connected to, and take proper care while carrying out maintenance. So the maintenance personnel has to be knowledgeable enough to do the maintenance and avoid any spurious actions or trippings of the plant. That's all, my friends. Thank you.